Fellow Spartans, how you doing, and welcome back to another video. And this one today is an absolute cracker. We are fighting for the jewel in the Eastern Crown, for this is the great city of Constantinople. And if the setting of this magnificent city is not enough to whet your appetite, then surely the prospect of a glorious and incredible 3 versus 2 siege will. So sit back, relax, and get comfortable, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a close one, down to the wire stuff, a back and forth epic battle that you really don't know which way is going to go until the very last moments, a battle that you really don't want to miss. So we are going to be going into the action in a matter of moments, but before we do, let's take a look at the other players, their factions, and the units on display for this classic battle. So I am playing alongside 2 other players for this onslaught, this attack of Constantinople. So it's myself, Pixelated Apollo, and Diplex Heated, who are playing as the Ayyubid Sultanate, and we are facing off against 2 defenders, Lionheart and Jackie Fish, and they are playing as the Empire of Nicaea. I think that's how you pronounce it. So they're going to try and defend this city today, and we're going to try and take it for our own. And look at that, I just paused it here. What a great time to pause. Mid-flight of this bombardment as it smashes into the great walls of Constantinople. So let's have a quick look at the units that we'll be using today, both myself and all the other players. So zoom in here. So I bought 3 siege towers, sorry, to this battle. The reason why I haven't bought any rams or any more equipment than that is because I actually have got 2 units of onagers here, or catapults. So they're going to try and break down the walls, get some gaps where I can then funnel my units into, and then maybe I won't even have to use the I keep saying watchtowers, the siege towers, hopefully soon. That's the plan. Try and break the walls down and go in by foot. Hopefully that will pay off. Then we've got Apollo here, Pixelated Apollo, with 3 siege towers as well, 4 battering rams. He's up for a good ramming today by the looks of things. And then Diplex has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 siege towers. Bloody hell! There's also a unit of onagers as well, because I think this is Apollo's here, or this may be actually Diplex's as well. I don't know, but either way, we've got a lot at our disposal to try and break down the walls or take the walls today. So let's zoom in to my units here. So we'll have a quick browse through them before we start. So quite a lot of young swordsmen here, a lot of medium melee infantry to use today, and we've also got the general unit, of course, the Sultan's bodyguard, and a couple of units of Askari cavalry, which are medium melee cav. And then we have got some more heavier infantry than that. We've got some axemen to use as well. So these are Talaka axemen. Some medium melee axemen, but they will really hold their own and push through the enemy ranks, hopefully, because these guys who are defending have got some very, very good defensive units. So we need as many of our own powerful men that we can have to try and smash through their lines. We've also got some good on foot guard who are very good heavy bow infantry. Look at that, a tier 3 heavy bow infantry, as well as some Ayyubid crossbowmen. And just by the way, guys, I forgot to say in my introduction, I hope you've probably gathered by now, we are playing Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD. I'm sure you've gathered that by now, but if you haven't, this is what we are playing today. So I just wanted to clarify that one for you. You're probably thinking, this isn't like Attila, or these units don't look like Attila. But yeah, that's why. So I'm sure you were with me on that anyway. But what I've also got is a unit of, where are they? Oh yes, here they are, Nuffertons. And the only player to have brought a unit of these. And well, I won't spoil the surprise, guys, but as we progress in this battle, you'll see why I brought them, and you'll also see why I'm the only person that brought them, because they're a little bit OP, but by God, they are awesome. So we'll check them out later on. If you see my Kingdom of Heaven video, which I did last week, the Siege of Jerusalem, you've probably seen them in action on that video, so you'll know what potential they've got. So quickly looking at Apollo's army here, he's got pretty much the same as me, young swordsman. He's got some, Mamluk medium melee infantry units here. He's got some gun and foot guard as well. We both rate those units very highly. Some young swordsmen again. your Askari nobles, swordsmen, and they've got Swordsman's bodyguard here. His units of catapults there. He's got some Ayubi crossbowmen as well. So yeah, very similar build to myself. We'll look at him obviously and his units in action obviously as we progress through the battle. Diplex here, yeah, swordsman, and some Mamluk. I can't pronounce the second name of them. I'll just go for Mamluk medium infantry, melee infantry. He's got some Talak axemen as well, like I have. Some really strong men there to smash down the enemy with, as I say, some good on foot guard. And yeah, just the same similar sort of build as both mine and Apollo's really. Looking at Jackie Fish and Lionheart's builds here. Jackie's on this side of the city and Lionheart is sort of defending against myself here. So Jackie's got to sort of really repel both Diplex and Apollo if he can. So it's quite a big task for Jackie today. Can he do it? We'll find out. So yeah, he's got some heavy bow infantry ready to fire down as Diplex approaches here. He's got some. This is where he's placed his pike infantry very wisely at the gates and at choke points, which would be, you know, essentially areas that we'll try and exploitate. So he's going to try and defend those as much as he can with his pike infantry. He's got some medium spear infantry here. Some Scotarii. Is it Scotai? Love the shield designs on these. So looking absolutely fantastic. And then over here, it's got some more Scotai, and again pike infantry here ready to defend this gate. And then he's got some actual sort of melee sword guard units here. Look at the detail on their designs, their shields and their armor, and also their sort of face armor and helmets, looking absolutely beautiful with the red capes. Yeah, but this just shows how beautiful this mod is. The banners there looking glorious, the city's looking glorious. This is just a glorious setting really, isn't it? Back here we've got some I think how you pronounce it is a Varangian Guard. I think that's Varangian Guard. Oh god, look at these. Obviously this is great with the replays. You get a chance to really enjoy and appreciate these units a lot more than you were when you were playing it live. So yeah, look at that. These heavy infantry axe units. Dear lord, they will be obviously fighting near the end of the battle, and you'll see them in action as we progress. But yeah, oh god, this is such a great mod. I love it so much. And you do ask a lot, and obviously it's understandable because you want to play it. Look at that banner, Jesus Christ, on there. Whoa. Will he be the saviour of Constantinople today? Will he fight on their side? Well, we'll find out. But yeah, a lot of people have asked, you know, when will this mod be coming out? Well, you don't know yet, guys. I mean, I'm very fortunate that I've been given an early release copy of it, which is great. Thank you very much, Warman and the team, as I've said before. Will it be out soon? I don't know. I do not know. So, you know, you guys can ask, but I can't give you an answer at the moment. So watch this space. Any more updates or any more improvements to the mod, of course I'll be sure to cover them for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Scoutai, some swords units, some Vigarian axe infantry, and then, yes, Lionheart's place his cavalry on his right hand side, his heir's bodyguard, his cataphracti there. Look at this is the bodyguard, the actual general himself, looking beautiful. So let's go through this a little bit by bit, I should say. So it begins off with myself and Apollo just firing in the catapults, breaking down these walls, getting as many gaps, as I say, into the walls as we can to exploit and to send our infantry into. You can see here I'm making good progress already. The watchtower's gone, the walls have gone. Good solid start, I'd say. So yeah, that's the initial sort of work that's been done from myself and Apollo. He's bringing his siege towers in already now. Apollo's moving in. I've not yet. I'm holding back. Diplex heated. He ain't holding back. Look at this guy go. All 8 siege towers are going right in. So the first part, the first action, the first altercation of this battle will happen here. Should we say it's going to happen at the west gate, if we're looking at it this way. This is north, that's south, that's east, and this is west. This is the west gate, we'll call it. So this is where the first part of the battle shall begin. So let's get into the action. Let's zoom in, prepare ourselves for the onslaught that's going to happen. Towers firing in those arrow towers. So arrow towers firing in their flaming shot. It's not going to do anything. These siege towers will take a lot of battering. I don't think that it actually can be burnt because they've got so much protection on them. It's pointless. But yeah, here we go. Enjoy the spectacle, ladies and gentlemen, because it has just begun at a very quick pace. There's blood everywhere already. My God. There's only a few men on the walls and we've already got a bloodbath. Right, okay. So Diplex. Oh God, Units has taken a shot off the tower there. He's gone already. He's fallen at the first hurdle, bless him. But yes, already Diplex is pouring his men into the walls here. Jackie Fish must realise that the walls are going to be probably lost, so he's not going to put as many units as he possibly could onto the walls. There's no point. It's just a waste of time, really. So I think he understands. Is that a head that's just rolling off? Is that a head that's just gone off the wall there? Oh my lord, I think it was. I can't confirm it though, ladies and gentlemen, but I think it was. Wow. War is gruesome. But yeah, so he's going to pretty much let the walls be taken by Diplex. Bring the infantry units and lines back away. But he is, as you can see here, placing his bow infantry to give as much of a resistance as it possibly can against Diplex's archers over there and try and get some kills while they still can, while they've still got control of this part of the wall. As you can see, they're firing back and forth. And I like it here, and I saw it before, how he's got some of the units on this higher point of the wall here, sort of the higher section, having a better sort of overall view of the battlefield, having a better, or in a better position to fire down upon, really. But look at the line that Diplex has brought forward. He's got men after men after men ready to engage and ready to pile into the city. I mean, if you look at the actual numbers here, it started off, we were about 7,500. They were, oh yeah, 7,750. They were 5,440. So you can just straight away understand and see and appreciate the scale of this. It's unbelievable. It's an epic clash. So here comes Apollo. Oh my God, it's burning in the city of Constantinople already. This is just gruesome stuff, and we've only just started. But yes, look at this. Apollo bringing his forces in as well. The siege towers are starting to make contact to the walls, but unfortunately he's got a bit of a bug here, which is something I encountered as well. His units either are scared shitless or they don't want to get off the tower and face the enemy. But actually it's a bug. We can't say, we'd like to say that we wouldn't like to say they're scared shitless actually, but for, you know, for the purpose of the scenario, we will say that is the case, but it actually is a bug. But so he brings his units down after a little bit, and he then goes to the sort of the gatehouse, really. But look at the blaze; it's really a cinder now. The city is starting to take light, or taking burns everywhere. The bloody what's it? The tree's on fire. But yeah, there really is starting to light up now. The city of Constantinople is. And so yes, I begin my approach now with the siege towers, but I'm in a difficult position because frustratingly Lionheart has decided to put his pike infantry right at the exit for the wall. So when I try and come off, I'll just be greeted with a unit of pike infantry. That's rather annoying, isn't it? So I think otherwise, but we'll see as that carries on. Obviously we can see here Lionheart has placed his crossbow infantry and his normal bow infantry in the tree line. So basically when I get off the wall, I'm immediately faced with this bombardment of and this barrage of arrow fire, which is not ideal essentially, but we'll see. As I say, we'll come back to that in a second, see how that progresses. But yeah, definitely Diplex is having the early success in this battle. So let's zoom into the action once again. So he's, yeah, pretty much walls done and dusted. A few units there burnt to a crisp. But all in all, it has begun. So yeah, you can see here Jackie Fish has placed his unit of pike infantry ready to receive the enemy as they come down the walls. But they're not going to go that way. They're not stupid. He's going to literally finish off the infantry that Jackie's left on the walls here, and the bow infantry that was here before. They've been completely destroyed apart from this unit here. But also look at this. Diplex is actually, I was going to say this unit was okay, but it's not. Diplex is making short work of these guys as well. He's taken the siege towers to a lot of points across this part of the wall, which is great. You know, it's really effectively done. He's got a large proportion of the city already under control in terms of the walls, that is. He's got a large part of that under his control already, which is great. A great start. You know, really good push from him early on, which we needed that. We needed the enemy to be scared, to be worried, frustrated, and that's what Diplex did. And it's made it that they've had to panic and, in effect, what's the word I'm looking for? Respond in a way to it, and it's meant that he's going to have to, or Jackie Lionheart's going to have to pull units from other parts of the city away to deal with Diplex, which is, as I say, a great start for us. Oh, look at this. Apollo's now made a push. He's got some units swarming into that gap that he made with the Honor Gazelle, the catapult, so he's trying to swarm in there. Diplex is doing a good defensive work to guard the breach. Also, again, Apollo storming the gates. By the way, the gates have got burning oil on them. That is horrendous. Look at it there. There you go. It's crippling. It cripples units left, right and centre. So yeah, a big push from Apollo. A big counter push though from Jackie Fish. His heavy cavalry, his cataphracti coming in to try and repel these units of infantry back. And you can see Jackie doing a good job initially to really hold these lines and these units away from getting into the city. These heavy axe infantry now hacking and slashing in to Apollo's medium infantry. So Apollo may come off worse. He may take a lot of casualties with this early push. And also, look at that. If that wasn't enough, he's also Jackie here firing in his catapults, and he doesn't care if he's taking out his own men. He's trying to take out the enemy at the same time. I am having a rather tricky time of it, as you can see. Again, great defensive hold from Lionheart here. I've swarmed in with a number of units. I've given up on the walls because I knew the walls was a lost cause essentially. That was too heavily guarded there. I was taking a lot of fire from the enemy on the walls from the infantry, so from the archers and the skirmishers. So I thought, right, okay, forget that. Bring the units back down. One unit's going up there. I do bring them down the end. Bring them back down, and then try for this gap that I've produced with my catapult in the walls. So try and rushing them through, literally pulling them through to try and overwhelm the enemy if I can. This could all be in vain though, because Lionheart is committing a lot of his men, a lot of his units here to try and defend with. So you know what, guys? If he's gonna mob his units all together, I think I've got the great answer for that one. Welcome the Naphatons. The Naphatons are ready to engage and cause utter destruction. Here we go. Ready? No, actually, no. I thought that was a bomb there. It's actually a head. I'm getting a bit too carried away here, guys. It will happen. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. Explosion time. Oh, yes. Boom, boom. That wasn't a very good throw there. We can do better than that. Come on, here we go. This is better. Come on. Let rip. Oh, yeah, that's better. That's better. Come on, we're going to go let off in a second. Boom, boom, boom. Shake the room. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's basically what I did. I thought, right, if you get the clumpy units together, we'll respond with a light little volley of Naphaton bombs into his lines. He's trying to then react with that with a big charge of all his infantry units to try and push me back, overwhelm me. He's trying to get at my Naphatons as well, essentially, to try and stop them from getting any more bombs to be let off. But it's not enough. I will hold for as long as I bloody well can, I'll tell you that. But look at the mound of dead troops. The breach is covered in blood. this could be a lost cause, because if you look at the, oh my god, if you look at the units here, he's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units already around this breach here, pushing in. At this point I say to myself, no, this ain't working. Okay, I've got a unit of the, is it the heavy infantry? Yeah, the Gallon foot guard onto the Gorlon foot guard, sorry, onto the walls, firing down to try and counter his crossbow infantry. So they're doing a little bit of a job for me. Nice. Not massively effective, but they're doing a job. That's the main thing, drawing some of the enemy fire away from my infantry. So it gets to a point, and we'll come back in a second, where I think enough's enough, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's quickly look back at how Miss Diplex and Apollo are doing. Well, Diplex, GG my friend. GG, you are playing, or well played I should say, because you have swarmed the gatehouse. Let's have a look at the enemy here and our allies. They have both fallen in battle. It's mostly though Jackie Fish's men that have fallen on those walls there, because he has just overran the other forces. And so he's positioning himself, getting his men into the city to prepare for the next phase of the attack. So he's just aligning himself at the moment, whereas Apollo is still having a bit more of a problem. He's facing more of a resistance, I feel, than Diplex did. I feel myself and Apollo were facing more of a resistance early on than maybe Diplex did. Or maybe that Diplex was so strong in his attack that Jackie had to fall back and thought, well, I'm going to try and defend against Apollo and Lionheart against me instead, because maybe, as I say, Diplex was just too powerful early on. But yeah, Apollo's having a bit more of a tougher time at the moment. His breaches are being defended very well by Jackie Fish. So we've got 3 essentially, 1, 2, and then the gatehouse 3. And that gatehouse, of course, still under the control of the Empire of Nicaea, and they're pouring the oil on to the enemy, or onto Apollo's men, second by second, minute by minute, oil by oil. They're having an oil bath that they don't really want to have, I don't think. So yeah, not great. But oh, hang on, was that a volley from the catapult crew that's now just taken out half of his own general unit there? That's not great. Look at the Ashen men. They're a little bit toasted, aren't they? Dear God. Anyway, so yes, here you can see, I'm just going into this mode for a second just to show you the initial sort of phase that I take now. I think to myself, you know what, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to get through Lionheart's forces here. The defensive hold that he's done with the Empire of Nicaea is just too strong. So it's a tactical retreat. We're going to again go across, essentially, and then regroup, join up with Apollo. We'll push over here. I think we've got more of a chance to do that and get into the city and overrun Jackie, I feel, overthrow him in a way as well, and then do it that way. And then Lionheart's going to have to quickly react and bring his forces back across, tire them out, and really give us an opportunity to get a foothold in the city better than we would have done if we'd stayed here, I feel. So yeah, that's the situation now. Here come the troops back, position themselves ready. I've already got my cavalry in position. They're going to place themselves for a charge in a second, which will happen. Let's go back into cinematic mode. There we go. And here we go. This is the cavalry that I thought was going to move in a second, because I thought to myself, you know what, Apollo needs a bit of assistance here, and what better way to do that than with a cavalry unit, a heavy cavalry unit. So let's go, here we go, here comes a charge. Now let's go with them, let's ride with them today as they storm the city. Get yourselves ready, guys. Let's offer our assistance to our comrade, to our ally in battle today. And that was not the most effective charge, because obviously I hit most of Apollo's back line, but now we start to pull in, get some more men into the city. And is this Diplex here? It is. It's Diplex's Askari nobles that have come around the other side and trying to flank Jackie from the rear. Great move. Cavalry from the front, cavalry from the back, infantry supporting. That's over them, overwhelmed Jackie again. And he's now suffering a little bit more. The pressure is beginning to mount for Mr. Fish here. Okay, he's got a unit of bowmen at the back, which are producing a nice number of kills probably on our men. But it's not enough. You know, we have got so much in support here. Now I'll bring the cavalry back out. Obviously, we'll do some cycle charges with them eventually. And this is where the tactical retreat starts to come into play. Jackie, I feel, again knows it's too late. I mean, look at Diplex pouring his units over the mountain there into the city, like, you know, like an ocean, like a wave that's unstoppable. There we go. Oh my God, Apollo's got some great shots off there against his line of infantry. Oh, great work, Apollo. Some beautiful shots from the catapult crew there. And what I love here is the fact that there's a bit of a face-off. Jackie Fish is trying to hold these units back of Diplex's with a face-off of a line of infantry. But then what he does, he goes into that sort of Skiltrum formation and sort of puts himself into a square. But what's hilarious is Diplex responds beautifully here. He puts his lines of spears into a very thin column and evades them poetically, in fact. Let's just go into cinematic mode, but it deserves cinematic mode. And then this we won't engage you, we'll just simply walk past you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because if you look at this, yeah, no, we'll see you guys later on. And they're like, what? Shit? You're not going to engage us? Oh, well, this hasn't come to plan, has it? This hasn't worked out as we planned, guys. No, it's not, because Diplex has said, sod you, we'll rather go past you. And so, yeah, but he's sending a unit of his axemen in instead to keep them busy. Slash, they go, bang. But yeah, his main spears has gone right past. Have a good day. See you later. Right, so yeah, as you can see here, the forces of ours have really made very good progress all of a sudden. I like to think, I can't say it for sure, but I think my tactical retreat that happened over at the East Tower or East Wall here was just at the right time, because it got a good number of troops back across that were fresh. They weren't too depleted, got them across, and then really aided Apollo just at the right time when Jackie was starting to feel the pressure. That combined with Diplex coming from this side all culminated in a very, very good and solid push, which then meant that Lionheart and Jackie had to straight away retreat back to the inner streets of the city, inner walls effectively, inner, you know, alleyways, and begin to prepare for the second phase, because it's going to happen, guys. So we're going to go into that now. So yeah, I feel like I helped in that in some way. So yeah, Diplex is pushing on his left hand side. I'm going to bring some troops across to support that, the Nafitans especially. You'll see those again in some glorious action in a little bit. But yeah, we'll just be positioning ourselves here. Now, this is a big push that myself and Apollo did down this left-hand side, because we realised that Jackie's got some very good, you know, as I said to you before, Bulgarian Guard here, these heavy axe infantry units. We thought, well, you know, these could be the difference. So what we need to do is keep them busy, essentially. Keep them fighting and holding them back while we do our work with our other units. And that's what they did. That's what they beautifully did. And this sort of clash here and here lasted for a good 10 minutes. Oh my God. Is that us? Is that Jackie? No, it's Jackie. He's firing in his fire arrows here to try and drop our morale. But it's not enough. There's too many of us around here to support this push. So yeah, we're gathering our momentum on the left-hand side again. Diplex getting together what remains of his forces. He's just finishing off that unit that was in that Skiltrum formation here. And as I say, I bring, where are they? My Nafitans are getting positioned ready to go around the side as well. So yeah, we're going to push in three main directions essentially. Down here, the left, near there, and then the centre of the city is where we'll really go for a clash. So again, let's quickly go into cinematic mode. Yeah, you can see here Apollo's crossbow infantry just trying to take some of the units here of Scoutai, I think, down of Lionheart's line here. Trying to just pick away at them, reduce their numbers. Not done so far, it's still 160 of 160, but you get the idea. The intention is there, ladies and gentlemen. The intention is there, and that's what matters. So yeah, we're just doing back and forth with the skirmisher fire here. But yeah, we'll come back to that in a second because there is a good push that happens in a minute. So yeah, everyone's pretty much in. A few units are just left. My unit of young swordsmen and Sultan's bodyguard are coming in. Obviously, I'm not going to bother about the catapult crew. They've done their job today. But before we do zoom in again, look at the devastation and the carnage that the first phase of this battle has left. It's a messy affair, ladies and gentlemen. War is not beautiful, but by God, it's left its mark today. Well, it looks glorious on this game and on this mod. We've got to say that though. But here we go. Mr. Lionheart, from out of nowhere, Randy Orton style, has brought across 2 cavalry units here to try and push back against some very undefended and volatile. Not volatile, what's the word I'm looking for? Vulnerable, that's the word I'm looking for. Vulnerable skirmisher infantry of gun and foot guard. Okay, they're heavy infantry, but they won't stand for long if they come across the heavy shot cavalry of Lionheart. If he does some cycle charges on them, he should be able to take them out relatively quickly. So this is when Apollo brings his unit of Sultan's bodyguard unit across to counter. I've also got my young swordsman, which I've then initially helped support him with the engagement, and they're going to try and assist in this little bit of a skirmish that's happening on the right hand side of the city now, trying to support him as much as I can. So again, yeah, great job of holding those 2 cavalry units back, sort of essentially pinning them down so they can't maneuver back, they can't get the charges off, and they're becoming less and less effective as the seconds go by. And I'll tell you what isn't ineffective in a second is these units of Naffatans, because we'll see some more throwing of the bombs in a minute. And it's a lovely little thing that happens here. Diplex has said, right, you know what, warrior, keep those Naffatans there. I'm going to try and hold these infantry back with my young swordsmen. I will sacrifice them for the greater good. You get your Naffatans ready. Throw him in at the right time. Throw him in when the moment is right. And this is the moment that is right. And yeah, I'll hold them back while you do so. And this is what happens. Boom, boom, boom. And again, some great volleys and some great work on display by the Naffatans. And how many have they got kill-wise so far? 226. Not bad at all. But obviously Diplex realises there's a heavy cavalry charge here from the shot cavalry of the Cataphracti, so he thought, right, bring in the melee infantry, try and hold them back even further. Enemy general has fallen now. I think it was Lionheart's. We've managed to take him down in the end. Yes, it is. It's Lionheart's cavalry that were, unfortunately, or not unfortunately for him, fortunately for us, we did manage to finish him off in the end. So that's him in a very bad position now, because he's taking a lot of pressure there. And now the big push begins in the centre. Apollo committing his melee infantry against Jackie Fisher's infantry, maybe actually Lionheart's, I think, his swordsman here. So yeah, we've had the engagement that we wanted to see happen here. It's begun. Either way it could go, not too sure yet. Winning decisively is the enemy here, the Empire of Nicaea, doing a good job of pushing us back. And as I said to you, this is a long clash that happens here. Look at this. What a great job the Bulgarian Guard are doing. They are holding back a large number of infantry here. A large number of infantry. This is how effective these guys are. Very, very good indeed. But we're still putting the pressure on. And, oh my God, I didn't realise it was this intense over here. I've even committed my general. The Sultan's bodyguard has gone in for initial charge. So it's basically throwing in every single man we can here, and that's what the enemy are doing as well, essentially. But look at this, numbers wise, we've taken quite a battering, haven't we? Look at that, 2875 left is 7750, and they've got 1382, it's dropping quickly, of 5440. But look at that, General's fallen. I think that was, let me have a quick look here. It was Diplex's, I think, that's gone. So a nice scalp for Jackie Fish and Lionheart. A nice scalp indeed. But you can see here, you know, we've already lost nearly what? 5,000 men. Just shows how difficult it is to take these walls, and to take this city. You know what I mean? Because whew, we've lost a lot of men here. It wasn't an easy affair, and it's not over yet. It could turn, and it still could turn. Watch out! Keep watching, guys, because you never know what's going to happen here. I know what's happening, and I know what does happen. So yeah, just get yourselves ready, guys. Okay, so yeah, another unit. 3 units coming across to support his left flank. I think Jackie Fish realises that it is quite an important section of the city that could be under threat here, and I really need to pull my cavalry out because they're going to get bogged down in a second, especially with the spear infantry coming across. It's a no-win situation. Get them out of there. They're doing no one a favour, and that's when we do realise that's the case. Pull them out. It's a lost cause. Great defence from Jackie, to be fair. And yeah, that's when we think, right, we'll go another direction. Not one direction, certainly not the bloody band one direction, but yeah, another direction. Another throw of Naffertons, though, yeah, to get a volley off to say, you know what, fuck you, we're still here. The Irish soldiers are not going anywhere. That was a bit of a stick your fingers up at them, guys. Oh, I don't know, but yes, we're still fighting on. But yeah, a bit of progress is being made here now. Eventually, we are starting to hack through. We've pulled a couple of units away, though, because we think, well, okay, we'll keep them busy with those 3 units there. I'll commit to, I think that's Diplex, or we said I gave you a Diplex or Apollo. I think it's Diplex, though. Keeps that speed unit there. Enough just to hold them back. So then we bring a large clump of our forces away from that fight, and then begin to bring them up the main street now, because they've had to pull back. Not much is left of the enemy here. Progress is very clear to see now. Apollo here, again, yeah, this is Apollo, is capturing this victory point here. It's not actual ultimate outright victory point, it's just a capture point, but it gives us a nice morale boost. But we're going to bring some infantry units round the back here, because this is where it all boils down to. Basically, Lionheart is out. He's lost all his infantry, all his cavalry at this moment in time, and it's just all on Jackie Fish to sort of hold on, see if he can turn it around, see if he can save it, see if he can save this city, because it's very, very close indeed. Let's zoom into the action as fully close to the action as we can. In fact, I think is it screenshot time in a second, guys. We need to get the camera shots out. Surely there's going to be a couple of screenshots I can get here. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to replay the battle again to get some epic screenshots for my thumbnail, because I think we're too far into the battle to enjoy it now. But yeah, brave defence from Jackie here as we enter the final phases of this battle. And yeah, I think you can see now, guys, it has begun to come into our favour very quickly. I'm just using my troops around here, moving them around to see if there's any other enemy left. Trying to take the column of Constantine here. God, I can't believe I said column of Nero. Nero's column. Oh my God, I'd have been flailed if I said that. Flailed in the streets. But yeah, so yeah, units here, cavalry units is coming around the back. My cavalry, my 3 units of cavalry I brought to this battle, are going to come around the back here to assist Diplex and Apollo with the final push against Jackie Fish's general unit here. A good charge from the Sultan's bodyguard there. Really got into the heart of that guard unit there. A volley of crossbow infantry just getting their last few volleys off. So basically Jackie Fish is trying to defend from 2 fronts. Over here, he's done a good job over there. Again, just showing the great abilities that the Vigarian Guard have got. But it's too much, because it, again, we'll just respawn with more infantry. We've got so many men left at this late stage in the battle. It's just too much, really. And here go the infantry trying to hack away at Jackie Fish's spear units here. and he's basically called it. His units have given up. They realise the city is lost, and the Ayyubids Sultanate have taken it this day. The walls, the city of Constantinople, are under new control after this day. It's a Pyrrhic victory for us. As ATTILA did say, it was a very close affair. It wasn't easy. It was back and forth. It was to the nail. And, well, you know, we lost a lot of men. We lost a lot of sacrifice for this battle today. So let's end the replay there. Let's have a look at the statistics. Just sit back a second, take a deep breath, and just, you know, digest what has just happened, and we'll see, as I say, the figures on the screen here. So myself, let's have a quick look at ourselves first. So yeah, I lost 1351. I had 1109 remaining, so yeah, a nice amount of units left, which hopefully would have helped with that push, as I say, into the city once we took the walls. And look at our units here. We had a good performance from our, obviously it goes without saying, our Naphtons. Our crossbow infantry not doing too bad, the gun and foot guard and the Ayyubid crossbowmen. Nice performance from the young swordsman there, not too good from those three units though. And these axemen, metallic axemen, not good at all. They could be doing much better than that. And that one is appalling, that Mameluke. They killed no one, not a single bloody unit. Oh god, they could do better next time. But yeah, you know, an average to good performance, I feel, from me. That back push to assist Apollo was a good move, and it was timed well. I think that was my best part, my best offering to the battle, essentially. Apollo, pretty much similar in figures with his young swordsman. Some great performances, some not too good. His axemen again, like mine, those 2, 12 and 10, 158, but his other two again poor, like myself. It's, yeah, his gun and foot guard, great use of them. 233, 216, 210, very good performances indeed from them. Diplex, again, numbers wise, some great performances, some not too good. His axeman again, very hit and miss, 7, and then you've got one that's got 146 kills. So you can just show the differences in sometimes in one unit performing better on the day than another unit of the same. You've got young swordsman again, not bad at all. But yeah, great performance from Diplex early on. That initial push really put pressure on Jackie, made him having to react, having to commit forces where he maybe didn't want to commit early on, but he had to because of Diplex's initial push, which was great, as I say, with all his siege towers. So yeah, well played to Diplex, well played to Apollo, and well played to the defenders, Jackie and Lionheart. They did a good fight. They put up a good defense in the end. It was a great game. Lionheart's performances here, look at this. His pike infantry 153 there. Well, obviously that was against my initial assault on the breach there. His guard units 141, 122, 249, and his cavalry there 251. The Cadafacti, they mounted up a lot of kills. I mean, they got more kills than us essentially. So yeah, they did in a way perform better on the day than we did. The Empire of Nicaea doing a grand job of defending. 362 for the Gipfigarian Guard. I tell you what, if I ever play as the Empire of Nicaea, I will definitely bring as many of these guys as I can, because they are just badass units. They really are. Jackie Fish, probably looking at the same sort of figures there. Look at that. His skirmisher cav. Is it skirmisher cav? No, they're just skirmisher infantry. His archers, yeah, doing a great job. 314, 237. Yeah, they were, oh yeah, definitely his best performing unit. And again, look at that, 337 and 360. So they combined, wrapped up. Let me have a look at this again. Yeah, 700 kills. 700 kills between two units. Goes without saying how amazing they are. So yeah, if you're ever playing this mod, guys, when you get your hands on it, and note to myself as well, use the Axeman. Fantastic. Anyway, guys, that is it. I shall leave it with you here. I hope you enjoyed the battle. It was an epic, epic clash. I did say to you, I said it was an absolute cracker. It certainly was. I hope to be playing more of these with Apollo, Jackie, Lionheart, and Diplex in the future, because it really was a great clash, a great battle to enjoy for you guys. Check out their channels and their videos in the description and see it from their point of view as well. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the battle, please drop the video a like. And until next time, this is WarriorofSparta for now saying farewell.